After Breaking Bad finished in 2013, I worried that I'd never find a show as addictive or engrossing to replace it, and a little known TV show in that year called Banshee did just that. It gave me episodes with some of the best action and fights I've seen in TV, storylines and characters that I genuinely cared about, and moments that I'm not ashamed to admit made me shed a few tears and even cry my eyes out. It's because of this that I wanted to cover 10 episodes that particularly stuck with me and never let go. So this is my top 10 favourite episodes of Banshee. Oh yeah, and of course spoilers, but I'm guessing you already knew that anyway. So let's get into it. Number 10, A Mixture of Madness. Kicking off the list is the action-packed wrap-up to the Season 1 that concluded the main storyline of Rabbit's desire to finally enact his revenge on Lucas for what he did to him 15 years prior. After surviving Rabbit's attack on him at the Caddy, and with him holding Carrie's son Max hostage, Lucas trades himself for the boy and the people of Banshee's safety. This prompts Carrie, Job, Sugar, and the Banshee Sheriff's Department to go and save Lucas, no matter what the cost.
So why do you resist?
You haven't offered any other options.
Such as?
Surrender?
This episode will please any fan of the show, from the epic shootout against Rabbit's men to the surprising death of Mayor Dan Kendall and the numerous storylines to set up Season 2. It was by far Season 1's best episode and proved that better was yet to come. Number 9, Job. Despite Season 4 of Banshee relying less on action, this was one of the few episodes that broke the mold, while also being just as amazing. After relentlessly searching for Job's whereabouts for 2 years, Lucas, Carrie, Sugar, and the hilarious Fatau finally discover a link in the hacker Leo, who may just know how to get Job back. Paying off the story arc that was set up in the Season 3 finale, it gave us a lot of fast-paced action, while also slowing down for more character-focused moments. That all built up to Job's reunion with the team.
We don't make deals.
I look like the kind of motherfucker who wouldn't know that.
Number 8, Only One Way a Dogfight Ends. The only episode in the series to be directed by co-creator Jonathan Tropper, this episode proved that he could take the leap from writer to director seamlessly. As Lucas and Agent Dawson continue to hunt for Banshee's serial killer, Job finally starts to recover from the past 2 years of captivity.
Can I help you, ma'am?
He wants you to know he won't stop. Taking those girls was just the beginning.
It stands out as one of the most varied episodes in the whole series. From the chilling opening sequence to the surprising cliffhanger, this episode is relentlessly paced, yet it takes its few moments to study the characters extremely well.
Put my feet to the fire, I'd say you're more criminal than cop.
You don't know me.
Number 7, A Fixer of Sorts. One of the best things about Banshee is that the brilliantly crafted bottle episodes end up being some of the best episodes in the show, and this is one of them. Lucas is arrested by FBI agent Phillips, but shortly after is kidnapped by the ruthless gangster Brentley, who is revealed to have connections to someone Lucas knew prior.
We stealing real IDs from them, so I can make fake IDs for us.
That's all you had to say. That wasn't so hard, now was it?
This episode is so tense and fast-paced that it would easily make it onto the list by itself, but the Nola vs. Burton fight is what cements it here on this place. The episode is worth watching just to see this one fight alone. It's that amazing.
FBI internal investigations.
Turns out
You're not really a cop.
Number 6, Requiem. Banshee series finale had a lot of expectation on its shoulders, and boy didn't it blow those out of proportion. Closing off Hood's story in the best way possible, the identity of the serial killer, and the action. What was there not to love about this episode?
And will you? Find me?
Promise.
This doesn't only stand as one of the series' best episodes, but one of the best series finales that I have ever seen, and maybe even just my favourite. number 5, We All Pay Eventually. If you're paying attention to the episodes in the top 10, you'll notice that quite a few of them are finales, and this one is certainly the most action-filled out of all of them. After Carrie, Job and Sugar are captured by Colonel Stowe at Camp Genoa, Lucas and Gordon launch an all-out assault against them and his mercs to get them back.
I need to see Colonel Stowe. We're old friends.
This is undoubtedly the best action episode of the series, with its beautiful cinematography, slick choreography, and excellent mix of practical and special effects. Combine this with the shocking demise of Gordon, Job's abduction, and Hood's resignation as the sheriff, it gave us an awesome tease of what to come in the next and final season.
I never stop loving you, you know that, right?
Number 4, We Were All Someone Else Yesterday. After the bloodbath that ensued in the episode prior, this one offers a break from plot and more of an in-depth look into Lucas's emotional state. It focuses on Lucas and Job trying to ambush Redbone leader Chayton Littlestone before the FBI can, while also imagining what might have happened had the real Lucas Hood not died in the pilot episode.
What do you need?
It's easily one of the most emotional episodes of Banshee, with its sparse but clever use of flashbacks and showing Lucas's desire to make Chayton suffer for what he's done. The plot may have been simple, but the writing is just as effective. Number 3, Bullets and Tears. The Rabbit storyline was the main focus for the first 2 seasons of Banshee, so to see it end, as the title puts it, in bullets and tears, was so unbelievably satisfying. Watching Lucas and Carrie to go off to New York to finally kill Rabbit, while Rebecca began her scheme to clear Proctor from jail, was the perfect send-off to the intriguing story arc Season 2 built up.
Did you steal from me, Yuri?
No, please, let me explain.
Did you steal from me?
It also introduced the character of Fat Al, who would go on to become one of my favourite guest characters on the whole show.
7 guys with machine guns, and you're gonna stab them? You really are fucked in the head.
Number 2, Tribal. Even though this episode mainly takes place inside the caddy, and is certainly under the class of a bottle episode, it manages to blend the sense of drama, action and tension better than most episodes in the series. Chayton and the Redbones ambush the caddy, with Lucas, Siobhan, Brock, Proctor and numerous other civilians trying their best to stop them from breaking in.
You leave now. I let you live.
We are coming in there, cop.
Maybe, but if you do, more Redbones are gonna die.
By far the most dramatic episode in the show due to the suspense and use of lighting throughout, which proved why O.C. Madsen was one of Banshee's best directors. It's also filled with some absolutely tremendous performances, with Anthony Starr and Trieste Kelly Dunn being the big standouts. If you're not in tears by the end, you'll still remember this episode for years to come, like I certainly will.
You're right, but I've been in tighter spots than this. I'm still here.
Before I get to my number 1 favourite episode of Banshee, here are a few honourable mentions that just didn't make the list.
Hey, hey!
If you didn't kill her, then you got nothing to worry about.
Do I look worried?
My right hand's a little loose. If I can just get a little more leverage.
They're solid. Stop it.
Hood. Hood! Stop! Hey, look at me. Give it up, all right?
Number 1, The Thunderman. Taking the top spot is the episode that perfectly encapsulates what Banshee is about. Characters, action, and story. The 2 plot lines of Lucas working for Proctor to get Rebecca back from Alex Longshadow and Siobhan dealing with the reappearance of her ex-husband were some of the best stories in the whole show.
You can shoot me, squirrel? Huh?
Is that it?
Jeez, what the fuck, Siobhan?
The fight scenes as well was something to behold. Trying to pick which one was the best is a hard enough task on itself. This episode proved that Banshee wasn't a one-trick pony and had grown as a show since season 1, proving that it could adapt and become something even better, which it ended up doing so in its last 2 seasons. And that's why it makes it to the number 1 slot on this list. That's it for my top 10 favourite episodes of Banshee. Let me know in the comment section what your favourite episodes of the show are if you have watched it. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching the video, and I hope to see you again next time.